8.5 million people call New York City home, and of those 8.5 million, 1.4 million are food insecure. There are close to 1,000 different food pantries and soup kitchens. It is the most complex emergency food system in the country, and there is not a lot of citywide coordination of where food supply goes. All of the organizations involved understood that we needed to find a better way.
New York City is so unique. Many places that have emergency food programs, there's one food bank. That food bank knows where all of the food is needed and where it goes. New York City has multiple food funders, and there was such a lack of cooperation that at times you might have a truck showing up to the same food pantry with the same food on the same day. And more importantly, because we weren't sharing data, we didn't even know where the food was going and ended up with tremendous inequality across neighborhoods. Needy residents in some neighborhoods were getting much less food than others.
Helmsley recognized that it was worthwhile for us not just to solve this problem piecemeal, but really try to get at the root of the problem and put the right incentives in place to get all of the players to work together to change that system permanently. So we formed the collaborative.
The formation of the collaborative was so groundbreaking because we've always had the desire to work together more closely, but without the resources and the structure, we weren't able to do it.
The first thing that the collaborative did was get together and figure out where the problems were neighborhood to neighborhood, and to figure out a citywide strategy in order to get food to the places where it's needed most. And we didn't have that before.
That really gave us the first citywide snapshot of where emergency food supply was. We were able to identify 18 underserved neighborhoods. Some of those neighborhoods were only getting a quarter of the food supply that they actually needed.
We now knew that these neighborhoods needed another 15 million pounds of food, but didn't have the infrastructure to distribute it. So we partnered with over 90 pantries to help them grow. We bought them refrigerators and walk-in freezers, renovated basements, and opened new pantries where none existed previously. We're not only here to tell you you can do it, we're here to tell you that we're gonna help you do it. When we worked with Elm Corps' pantry, we got them new refrigerators and shelving to distribute another 200,000 pounds of food. We helped convert them and many other pantries become client choice style pantries.
Elm Corps is client choice, meaning that unlike the traditional pantries where you would bag items and give to them, here they can choose what they want.
Client choice is something that's of utmost importance, especially being here in New York, where we have people from every culture. It gives people, a sense of freedom, a sense of dignity, a sense of honor. Lets them know that we value them as individuals.
They are able to take what they can and leave what they cannot use. And that saves us money, because you buy what the people like to take. That can help us to keep open and be able to serve our brothers and sisters who are in need.
We've done some tried and true ways of helping pantries get more food, but we've also been able to innovate.
Plentiful was a moonshot idea. What if we created an open table style app for making food pantry reservations?
With Plentiful, clients are able to find out pantry times right on their phone, and they're able to check themselves in for service. You can literally get your appointment time, show up, and be in and out in 10 minutes.
No longer do people have to stand in long lines in all weather to get food from a pantry.
So far, the feedback has been really, really positive. The clients are very excited and they're happy.
We now have great data on where food is going throughout the city and the capacity of the agencies to take it.
Helmsley never funded the purchase of more food, yet we expect 15 million pounds of additional emergency food flowing through New York City's food pantries. And that's pretty incredible.
Prior to the existence of the collaborative, we would not have been able to place 15 million additional pounds. There just wouldn't have been anywhere to put it.
This collaborative has been astonishingly effective, and I'm so deeply grateful for this group of amazing, skilled people that I get to work with on this project.
And those have been some of the most rewarding parts of the collaborative. Getting to know my colleagues and putting our heads together to figure out what's the best way to work with a food pantry.
Such a complex and far-reaching social problem really required the dedication of all the players involved.